up you guys, I'm Jenna Rodriguez and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieved this summer go-to glam, and I know I haven't posted in a hot minute, but I am back and I'm here with a bang because this look is bomb. So I can't wait for you guys to see it, and let's just skip this intro and hop right into the tutorial. Go with my Milani Prime Shield. This is matte and poreless for the skin. Out at the drugstore for maybe like $7. It's really good compared to high end. You guys know I love my hourglass, but this really does the trick. I just use a little bit, maybe like that much, for my entire face. We're doing a summer glowy look. I really want my skin to be matte because what adds glow at the end is your setting spray, Fix Plus. So next I'm going to go with my foundation. You guys already know I'm going to be using my favorite foundation, my Hourglass Stick Foundation. I'm in the shade beige and I really am running out. I need a new one ASAP. Then with a wet beauty blender, I'm just going to blend this all out. So next I'm going to go with my Tarte Shade Tape. I'm in the shade Honey under the eyes. I need to clean up my brows. They're kind of like messy right now. So I'm going to just apply this closer to the brow area instead of on the lid. And then a little bit on the outer edge. A little bit down the bridge of my nose, like an exclamation point. So most recently I started Game of Thrones. Honestly, I've always seen people hype it up and I've always wanted to watch it myself, but it's like, you know when shows aren't really on Netflix and you just kind of like, you don't really pay attention or you don't put it as much as importance as if it were to be on Netflix. So I never really had the chance to see it, but I was like, let me just log on to HBO and watch it on there. So I started watching it from the first season, and let me tell you, I fucking love Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is one of the best shows I've ever seen in my entire life. So you guys already know I really don't use any other translucent powder. This is the Airspun translucent powder. I'm going to use this to not bake. I'm not going to bake. I'm just going to dab the product into my under eye to make sure that it blends well with the concealer, because I feel like baking just leaves me a bit too white, if you know what I mean. So I start off here, right? And then I come right here. You don't have to worry about baking. Baking is such a mess. Like, I'm not down for that. I feel like baking just leaves me too patchy, you know? Too bright, you know? No, like, I'm not down. Now, whatever left on the sponge, I like to just go over my nose and then use the rest all over my face. So now my face is done. We are going to move on to bronzer, and my bronzing brush is Morphe M523. My camera didn't get any of my contouring and I was going so in depth, but basically I changed up my contouring ways. So instead of going like this, I'm going more with a movement like this, you know what I mean, like a circle movement. Then I use some product up here. I use the leftover product on my jawline. I also am contouring my nose now a different way, so I'm going to be using a brush like so, and I do the exact same thing, except I obviously drag it down and use a smaller scale blending motion to chisel out the nose. Also, I'm adding to my routine my like a fuller lip. So basically you're gonna get a brush like this, you're gonna add some bronzer to it, and you're just gonna put that on your bottom lip. I'm going in with my Morphe M501 brush, and I'm going to be using my Laura Geller Gilded Honey. So I'm going to just use this to highlight my nose and my cheekbones. I don't really grab that much. I forgot to mention that whatever is left over on the brush, I do apply it over my eyebrows. So right here on my temples, just a little bit, just a little tiny bit. I don't really like going overboard with this, because then I feel like I look like a little doll, like really shiny. And then I grab some more product, just a little tiny bit, and I'm going to be using that, focusing it on the tip of my nose, because remember we're doing that button effect. That's where you really want to focus your product. And then the rest I kind of just... So quickly before we move on to our eyes, I'm going to be doing my eyebrows off camera just to save some time, and then we'll move on to the fun part. And now I'm going to go ahead and start with the eyes. For this eye look, I'm going to be using the Modern Renaissance palette. It's you guys already know what it looks like. It's one of my favorite palettes, and I can't wait to get my hands on Subculture. I tried my hardest to order it online yesterday, the release date, but I was over an hour refreshing the page, and I like pressed add to cart and it never took me to the billing page, and I was like, dude, fuck this, like I'm not gonna waste my time, I'll just get it in store. So whatever. We're gonna be starting off with a Morphe M441 brush, and this is a very, very simple, quick and easy look, right? So we're gonna start off with burnt orange, and you're gonna fan this all over your lid. This is your transition color. So like I said, this is super quick. I think this look, when I did it, it's only like 3 shades. Make sure you're bringing it into this corner right here, because a lot of people tend to forget that. And I do like my color to pop out right here, like under the, you know, the start of the brow. So the next brush we're going to be using is the Morphe M433 brush. We're going to pick up Love Letter, and you're going to focus this on the outer edge of the eye. So right here. Slowly bringing it in like that. Remember, we don't want this all the way over here. We're just keeping this right here, then coming back. We're gonna switch brushes right at this point. I packed most of the product with this one, right? Packed it on. But now I'm gonna go in with my Morphe E22 brush, which is a little bit more precise, and we're gonna use this to blend the product that we have on our eye. So I finished this other eye, but actually I lied. I didn't actually use the 3 colors from the Modern Renaissance palette. The 3rd color is actually from the Morphe 350. I totally just remembered now, and the color that I used is this brown right here. It's like a soft caramel brown. So if you don't have this palette, you can just use a color similar to this one. You're gonna wanna get your brush and just And we really don't want to overdo it with this because we want the focus on the pink. And we're gonna move on to lashes. So the lashes I'm gonna be using for this look are the Ardell Double Up 206, and I'm using the dual white, like adhesive, I think it's white. Oh no, it's clear white. So now that I finished my mascara and all of that, I'm gonna go ahead and start with my lips. So I really love the brown lip for summer, or not necessarily the brown lip, but something natural to you. Brown is for me. So I'm gonna go in with Estee Lauder lip liner in chocolate. So I love my lip shape. I really don't overline. I kind of just follow my own. Then what I like to do to add some contour to my lips to make them look fuller, I like to just mark where there are indentations. And then once I apply my satin lip finish, which I'm going in with a beige color. Remember, you want to keep, I love like the pink and the brown, you want to keep everything kind of natural looking. So I'm going to go in with beige by Estee Lauder, which is my favorite, and I'm actually running out. So I need to hop on a new one. It is such a gorgeous color, and I love the way that this suits any type of makeup look, especially this one if you're going for more of a summer natural, you know. We're gonna go back to our Laura Geller Gilded Honey highlighter, and with a brush like so, we are going to highlight the inner corners of our eyes, our brow bone, and I think that's about it. Like I said, we want that glowy skin, and the only way that we'll really achieve that, because even though you can use a glowy foundation, you can use a glowy moisturizer, but let's face it, you will look oily at the end of the day. Unless you go matte throughout all of your makeup and then you use products that will give you that glow, then I feel like that's the only way that you'll ensure good makeup and you'll look your best with that glowy skin. What I like to do is I like to mix all my products in and melt everything into my face with Fix Plus, and then I like to go after and set my makeup with my Dewy Finish Setting Spray by NYX. This is at the drugstore, I think, for like $6. This gives me that dewy skin, and so does this, so when you put both together, it's kind of like, oh, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and spray that, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, and that is literally it for this look. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up and make sure to comment down below what you guys want to see next. If you're new to my channel, please make sure to subscribe. It would make me the happiest in the world if you did. And follow me on my social media so we can stay in touch and you can let me know what you guys want to see for our next video. And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every view. I appreciate every like. So thanks so much. Bye guys.